Regardless of what time of the year you visit Puerto Rico, you'll probably want to enjoy one of its wonderful beaches. And although Puerto Rico is an island, and therefore it's surrounded by water, it stands to reason that not all of its beaches have been created equal. Hi, I'm Orlando Mergal for Puerto Rico by GPS, and today we're going to be talking about beaches. But not just any beaches, we're going to be talking about blue flag beaches. And Puerto Rico, believe it or not, has 7 of them. The Blue Flag is a voluntary eco-label awarded to more than 3,850 beaches and marinas in 48 countries across Europe, South Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, New Zealand, Brazil, Canada, and the Caribbean. Surprisingly, the United States, which also has many beautiful beaches, is not a member. Beaches are awarded the Blue Flag once they comply with 32 criteria covering the following areas: environmental education and information, water quality, environmental management, safety, and services. All blue flags are awarded for 1 season at a time. That means that a beach can be bestowed the blue flag 1 year and not the next if it ceases to fulfill every requirement. The beaches that we'll be visiting today have consistently earned the blue flag distinction for their continued commitment to meet the highest standards. First on our list is Seven Seas, in the town of Fajardo on the northeastern tip of the larger island. Contrary to popular belief, Puerto Rico is not an island. It's actually an archipelago, comprised of the main island and several smaller islands like Mona, Monito, and Desecheo to the west, Caja de Muerto to the south, and Vieques, Culebra, and Culebrita to the east. Seven Seas is a rather small beach, but it's every bit as beautiful as any other on the island. The grounds are clean, well kept, and in compliance with every requisite of the Blue Flag program. There are lifeguards, safety buoys, and abundant signage about every aspect of life on the beach. There are also gazebos, showers, and sanitary facilities. The parking area is large and secure, and there's even a nearby camping area where you can park your Winnebago and stay as long as you like. And the water? Well, let's just say that it's so pristine that you can clearly see your toenails at the bottom. One thing about this beach though, and this is certainly no fault of the administration, the bottom in certain areas of Seven Seas can be a little bit on the rocky side, especially on the easternmost part of the shore. So watch your step. Where there are rocks, there are often sea urchins. That brings us to Balneario La Monserrate, or Lugudo Beach, like it's better known among the tourists. In my humble opinion, this is the most beautiful beach on the larger island, period. The water is crystal clear, the surf is only a couple of inches high, and El Yunque National Rainforest serves as a natural backdrop to the west. There's abundant natural shade, but there's also gazebos everywhere. You'll also find showers, sanitary facilities, shops, concession stands, and handicap facilities. If you like, you can also rent kayaks, umbrellas, and beach chairs. Lifeguards are always standing by in case you get yourself into trouble. There are also safety buoys from one end of the beach to the other. One word of advice though, flotation devices are prohibited, so save yourself the hassle. And what about those flags in front of the lifeguard towers? Well, the green flag means that the lifeguard is in, and the red one means that he's not. Don't forget, they too have to answer when nature calls. Lugudo also has ample signage covering safety rules, recycling, and the Blue Flag program in general. There are also ample, and I do mean ample, parking facilities. Admission is $4 plus tax for the entire day. The closest beach to the San Juan Metroplex is El Balneario de Carolina, located just a few minutes on foot from the Isla Verde Hotel District. That's right, you heard it right. You can actually walk to this beach if you like from the main Isla Verde hotels. And the place is gorgeous. The sand is so white and so powdery that it'll make your eyes hurt. There's shade everywhere, both natural and man-made. There are also safety buoys, lifeguards, handicap ramps, showers, sanitary facilities, and ample parking. Blue flag signage is everywhere, as well as trash collection and recycling bins. There is one thing, however, that you might not like about this island paradise. It's right next to the airport. That's right. Every time a jet takes off, you'll hear it firsthand. Other than that, the beach is world class. And finally, we arrive at Punta Salina, a small little beach about 12 miles to the west of Old San Juan, in the municipality of Tua Baja. Punta Salina is a serene little beach with hardly any surf. The water is crystal clear and the sand is a light tan color. There are safety buoys, lifeguards, showers, sanitary facilities, and recycling bins. There is also abundant signage and printed information about the Blue Flag program. The parking area is ample and clean. Now, one word of caution about this area in general. Punta Salina Beach is on the west side of a stretch of land that separates Punta Salina on the west from Ensenada Boca Vieja on the east. The first is beautiful, pristine, and enjoyable, but the second is beautiful, contaminated, and dangerous, so stay away from the eastern coast. Finally, all beaches in Puerto Rico belong to the people. That's right, it's even in the Constitution, and Puerto Ricans enjoy their beaches to the fullest. That means that they're usually crowded during the weekends. There are actually two kinds of beaches in Puerto Rico: natural beaches and balnearios. The word balneario means that it's a government-run facility, like the Blue Flag beaches we have mentioned in this program. However, all Blue Flag beaches are balnearios, but not all balnearios are Blue Flag beaches. The Blue Flag is an elite distinction reserved only for the very best. If you're like me and you like to have the beach all to yourself, then your best bet is to visit our beaches from Tuesday to Friday.
So there you have it, 4 of the most beautiful beaches anywhere in the world, and all within an hour's trip of the San Juan Metroplex. In a future video, we'll explore the remaining 3. Boquerón on the southwest tip of the island, Pelican Beach on a smaller islet called Caja de Muerto just off our southern coast, and Sun Bay Beach on the smaller island of Vieques to our east. For now, this is Orlando Mergal with Puerto Rico by GPS. Thanks for watching.